He had it all. Talent, fame, women, milk bones, solid gold litter boxes to eat out of. But can you teach an old dog new tricks?
The world mourns the tragic loss of Air Bud, the legendary power forward.
Beloved sports icon Air Bud's funeral is scheduled for next week as the mayor declares Air Bud Day an official holiday.
As of right now, there's no foul play that's suspected.
Sheriff.
All right, I got time for one. I can do one question. Yeah, you little girl.
Has a cause of death been determined?
Yeah, it is, sweetie.
This is the story of Air Bud. Bud was born here in the town of Fernfield, a small town of 20,000, noted for its famous Fernfield bakery and as the clown capital of the Pacific Northwest. Found on this road after being discarded by Fernfield's drunkest clown, Bud would soon be given the chance of a lifetime to showcase his extraordinary talent.
Look, could the dog play basketball? Yeah, he was all right. Could I play basketball? You bet your ass I could. It's a sport for humans, not dogs. My dad made me practice every single day. Every day. Holidays, birthdays, didn't matter. I practiced. My father knew that this dog was making a mockery out of the sport. And I knew there had to be a rule against it. Or so I thought.
I don't know how many times I have to say this. There is nothing in the rules that says a dog can't play basketball.
There's no rule against it. But there's also no rule that I can't just grab a knife and stab my way through the defense. But it's common sense. You don't do it. Am I the only person who understands this? I feel like I'm going fucking insane.
I knew from the moment I saw this dog play that he was going to go places. I mean, he shit all over these kids, all over the court. It was embarrassing for them. And then he actually shit on the court. It was fantastic. People loved him. Knife spent a very long career trying to get animals into sports. We had, let's see here, Mr. Mittens, the bowling kitten. We had Kodak, the grizzly golfer. And of course, my biggest success at the time, Francine. They never hit with the crowds. But watching Bud play basketball, I mean really play the game, not just like pushing a monkey down a mountain, but really play the game, I knew I was seeing something special and I was going to take us both to the top. And just like that, we were in business. All the major markets wanted a piece of Bud after that first season.
He was everywhere. Literally everywhere. He was in movies, commercials, daytime TV. Just everywhere.
Yeah, he had just gotten a triple-double against the Pacers. He just clowned them the whole time. It was fantastic. We got a little nuts celebrating. But, then came Tammy.
Well, you never forget a boy like Buddy. It was a time in my life where I loved partying and I loved players of sports. I loved basketball, I loved football. As long as you were into sports, I would party with you. And the most athletic athlete I've ever met was Bud. He was the light of my life. I don't know, when we met, he just had this way of making me feel special. And I don't know, something was just so right about him. But I was married at the time. I couldn't do anything. I was with, what's his name? I was with that guy and we were married, but we talked for hours that night that we met. We both found out we have so much in common. We both love sports. We both love long walks. And we both love pills wrapped in lunch meat.
I should have seen it coming. You know, I knew we were going through a rough patch, but I just never thought. I should have suspected something when I noticed her purse smelled like ham.
Now, I do genuinely feel bad for, what's-his-face, but Tammy's got to follow her heart.
Oh yeah, Tammy. I must have told Bud 1,000 times that this was the wrong bitch to have around. By which I mean she was not a bitch at all. And that he should get a bitch, preferably of the same breed.
Guys, I gotta stop. Can we cut the tape?
What's the matter? What's the matter, Chris?
This is really hard for me. My wife left me for a dog, a domesticated animal. And I'm pretty sure they did stuff together.
Well, what kind of stuff, Chris? I mean, like go out to eat, meet the family?
No, they did other stuff.
What kind of stuff, Chris?
She fucked a dog. All right? Are you happy? Would I take her back? Of course I would. She's the love of my life. I love her. But she'd have to get her shots first.
You know, it's funny you guys talk about Carl. I haven't thought about him in years.
Do you mean your ex-husband, Chris?
No, I'm pretty sure it was Carson.
Guys, how do you not know my name? God, I can't believe this is so stupid.
Don't mute your mic.
No, you know, I've been here for like 2 hours and you guys should know my name by now.
We know your name. That's Carter.
That's not my name. You know, you've been calling me by my name the whole time. It's Chris.
That's what Tammy
Chris.
called you.
It's Chris.
We thought that's what Tammy called you. We thought it was a pet name.
Don't say pet name. Fine. Call me whatever you like. It doesn't matter. All I am is a guy who knew a dog who could play basketball and a white trash piece of Beautiful woman. Beautiful woman that I still love. Still very much love.
I'll admit, for a time, Tammy was very good for Bud. His game, anyway. I mean, he was playing like a dog possessed. 3 championships, 3 MVPs, and 3 blown out knees. Whatever dogs have in the front. He was being a bad boy.
You know, those are fun times, though. Not all fun times. I only got like 7 or 8 regrets.
He was out of control. I mean, I had to do something. I'll admit I wasn't much better at the time, but Bud, he was in a very dark place. He had pissed on my $80,000 Persian rug. He was barking at the mailman. I mean, he bought 5 houses in his neighborhood just to bark at mailmen. And he would do anything for a Benadryl with a slice of ham wrapped around it. And I mean anything. Sometimes on camera, and occasionally to me. That Venn diagram is a lot tighter than it probably should be.
You know, the drugs and the fame, they did get to his head. He'd be barking at the mailman. He'd be chasing the squirrels. Be whining at 3 a.m. to let him out the potty. And he'd be rooting through the neighbor's garbage. And you know, the final straw, the straw that broke the camel's back, is when that son of a bitch gave me worms. That's when we planned the intervention.
You know, I don't even know why they invited me to that intervention. I hated the dog. That dog ruined my life. That dog stole my life. He had a professional basketball career. He had my wife, Tammy. And, you know, he's blowing it. But part of the reason I went was, you know, I kind of wanted to rub his nose in it. And, you know, possibly try to reconcile things with Tammy. But, you know, it's obvious now. But I just didn't see it. What was going to happen next?
So that bastard Bud had been running around all night off his leash, mind you, drinking them Montezuma's Revenges with the Tommy boy, rolling in cocaine and the neighbor's trash. I won't have any part of it. I had a little part of it.
I thought it was going pretty okay at first. One of his most level-headed friends was supposed to be there, but he couldn't make it. But he did leave Bud a very nice voicemail, and I think Bud appreciated that.
Hey, Bud, it's me, Ray Romano, from Everybody Loves Raymond. Feel better. You can beat this. I'm Ray.
You know what? I was there for her. I wasn't there for him. And I wrote her a letter, and I was about to read it to her. But, then it happened.
Jesus Christ, what a nightmare, you know? It all finally came to a head. And for what? Because some pissant nobody picked a fight with a professional athlete? That's what happens when bums like that guy try to get froggy with a prime specimen like this.
You know, I really do think prison had changed him.
Did prison change Bud? No. He went in for like a Labor Day weekend as a service animal to the inmates. He got, 72 hours of court-mandated obedience training.
With his debt to society paid and a fresh new outlook on life, it was time to mount his comeback to the game of basketball. For a time, he was like a pup again. It was like it used to be. He was just playing basketball. Not for booze, not for women, not even for Chris Pratt's biannual dog orgy. Just the love of the game. But all good things, you know.
They called it an overdose.
He had gotten into a tray of brownies.
I guess you could say that dog's 9 lives finally ran out.
That's cats. You're thinking about cats.
Well, that dog finally had its day. Dog Day Afternoon, starring Al Pacino. You can cut around the first one, right?
It was a tremendous loss. To the fans, to the game of basketball, and to me, personally and financially. Without my 40%, it's been a little rough. Unlabeled canned goods, bagged cereal, drying my socks on a space heater. But things are looking up. Got some very promising talent getting some very promising traction. Yup, don't worry about old Elliot. I'll be back on top in no time.